Hello and welcome to my channel. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately that says to just record, don't overthink it, don't put too much in it, don't try to be perfect. So I'm just going to do it. We are going to just do a quick run through of my A5 Wonderland 222 2025 that I use for encapsulating everything. And this is just my everyday carry that I keep, just like, it's more like my wallet, cash envelopes, things like that. But this is the focal point. This is a Coach notebook cover. And it's the one with stars. It's all leather. I love it. And this is just going to be a quick flip through because I'm going to do the planning for the week. Next week is, wow, we're in February 10th, starting the week already, which is insane to me. But let me just make this a little closer so you can see and capture everything. Bear with me there. Let me just move this over. There we go. I updated the cover. I always have to add my own embellishment on it. And this is just a cardstock or one of those papers that I got from, I believe it was Joanne Fabrics, and I just cut it down to size. The same as for inside. My phrase for the year is no fear, so that's what's there. This space is just for quotes as I go along the year that I want to have in front of me. I have a different notebook that I keep my quotes in, but this is just so that I can have and just kind of keep as a reminder, and I can look at just, you know, when you have those down moments. So again, word of the year for 2025, no fear. Well, phrase, dictionary meaning, scripture. Why did I choose that word? And these are my non-negotiables for the year to carry through. What I want my daily mindset to be. And this is just little phrases that I should be reading every day to just keep me in alignment with what I should be doing every day. I normally cover up this calendar because I don't use it for any purpose. I normally do my vision board here, but I put my vision board in a different section this year. This is my second year using the Wonderland 222, the A5. And this, I got it in actually the color blue. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there we can see the color. But I always cover it up. So I wait patiently to get the color that I want, but I always cover it up. And I think it's just a mental thing where I just know that it's the blue that I have. So let's just continue because this is, I just want this to be a quick flip through. I don't want this to be too long. So let me go back. Okay. So I haven't decided what I'm using this yearly layout for. So I need to decide by this month because we're already here. Today's the 9th that I'm filming this. So I need to decide what I'm using this and then get to it. Here is quarter one. I break down the quarter. I wanted to track weight, steps, and vacation here, but I've been using something else for these in my everyday carry. So I'm not sure if I want to continue using what I'm using in here. I've been using the Franklin planner, that fold out for the year. So I'm not sure if I want to continue using that or if I want to bring it back here. But again, I have to decide by this month, this week actually, what I'm going to do, because I don't really want to go past the 15th and not make a decision about these 2 pages. These are my quarterly goals. So for February, spiritual, self-care, health, and my business, and I've just broken it down. I have it in another place as well. We can go past the other quarters. Here are my trackers for self-care, manicure, pedicure, haircut, facial, hair masks, massages, eyebrows, and then chores for the home that I don't do necessarily every day, but need to be done in terms of the deep clean, the tidy, and the declutter. I've just revamped a lot of these pages that were for December 2024. I've used them for other things because I like to keep the entire year in the year. I don't like to transfer, say for instance, December of the previous year into the new year. I like to keep everything encapsulated in one book. This section here, it says tracker, and this is for my business where I want to review it monthly. We're going to do the breakdown here as well, but I want to have it where I can visually see all of my numbers. So January, it flew by. It literally flew by. So what I did was I just put a flower here. I need to go and update my numbers for this first week, but I track my business here and my personal here. So every month, so this is February, as you can see. So I need to update the numbers for this week. So I'm going to do all of that off camera. Trying to drink more water. It's been very difficult. I am one of those individuals who find it very difficult to drink water. I am not going to use the word I can't. I just find it difficult to drink a lot of water. And continue tracking. These 2 pages, I've mapped them out in 12 sections. Not sure what I'm going to use it for because I made a minor adjustment to how I used the Wonderland 222 last year, where I have Saturday and Sunday on one page instead of giving them their own individual page. And that allowed me to have additional pages that I was able to really use this book as a one-stop for everything. So I have to figure out what I'm going to use this page for. If I'm going to, I may not use it for anything, but it's here and it's already sectioned out for use. And I have little dots here because I've truly measured it out. Not sure if you can see that, but the dots are there. My vision board does not change for the last few years. The only thing that changes will be my word. And this year I have no fear as my phrase because there are some things I want to do personally that will affect and have a domino effect on other things. And so my word goes here. All of my other goals still the same. Weight is a very big one for me right now. But I just have it, my vision board, right? And we all have our own. I hope, I don't like to say having goals, but it's a vision, right? Because it's not going to happen one day, 2 days. It may take sometimes it may take a couple of years to get it, but it still needs to be in front of us. So I hope that you all have something that you're looking at as your guide. For my business, I have 2 pages and I've broken it down by month for each column for things that I want to do. And I have the rest of the year. And this is personal, things that I need to be doing for myself, big things, so that they're in front of me. And I have for two pages, pardon me, not 2 years. So I have 6 months on 2 pages and the other 6 months of the year on the other 2 pages. For other things that I need to do within the home, I have just 2 pages that I'm going to use for that. So everything that I need to do in terms of having it in front of me for my home, I have it here. So I may have to do, like, for instance, March, I want to do deep cleaning. And that may include things that I have identified that I don't do all the time. So like the baseboards and the windows, things I really don't like doing but need to get done if you're going to keep your home nice, right? And let me open this up a little bit more and move this over. There we go. Much better. So here's January overview. I normally keep the sections. So I have what's important. I have birthdays. I have appointments. And I have things that my sinking funds. So pay. I don't know if you can make out what this little silver here says, but it says pay sinking. So these are all the sinking funds that I have to do. So anything that's monthly, I want to capture here. And what I use this section here for is when I'm done, I turned it over so you don't see the numbers. But I normally print out my budget for my complete budget for the month when it's completed, so I know what my ending numbers are, and then I just glue stick it here. So I have it So for January, it'll be what my monthly budget is, income and expenses, and then what my ending balances are. And I know I used to write it in, but I like having the vellum. It's just easier, and I just paste it right here. The month of review, I use that just for expenses, and I have a chart. So for household items or things, I pay all of my bills automatically. So I don't have to go in and remember to pay anything. So those are in red. For my business, it's blue. Anything that's personal is in pink. And anything that's unplanned is in orange. And I use these pens for those items to identify them here. They have been working well where they don't really bleed through, as you can see here. And it just keeps me organized. It looks a little busy, but I'm okay with that because the colors, I can see a pop of color and I know exactly what area. All I need to do right now, because this was January, and I just highlight the days of the week, and I close out the month. So I'm a little behind, but I already have those numbers in this budget here. So all I need to do is just really transfer the numbers here. I want to see a snapshot of what my ending balances were, and under here this one has like my 401k and those other personal things. Here's the weekly spread. January is an extremely busy month at where I work for my full-time job, so I was a little behind in terms of updating a lot of things. So once I'm done filming today, I am going to go and update all of the things that I wasn't able to do that last week of the first week of February. What I do use the January review, and what I use that review section for, I ask myself very specific questions every single month. So it's the same questions every month, and it ties back to my goals, and it ties back to the things that I have said and set that I want to do for myself. Let me just show you a list of the questions. And these are the list of questions, and I know I write them out and I write the responses. So every month, same monthly review. What went well this month? What part did I play in it? What did not go well? Why did it not go well? What areas do I need to improve for next month? For the goals that I have set, and make it measurable. And I have 1, 2, and 3 things that I need to focus on. And then what are my goals for next month? And any additional thoughts. So I'm going to literally write that out here. And I've done that for the last 2 years. And that really holds me accountable to myself. So February overview is very similar. I need to add my other additional stickers for birthdays and for my sinking fund. So I'm going to do that again off camera because I'm a little behind. And it'll follow the same format as I used for January. So I need to add the sticker, and I need to just come in and list all the things that are important, things I need to get done. So I've already got my pictures. So now I need to mail and get my passport done. And February, figure I follow the theme of red. Red and blue are my favorite colors. I love to wear a lot of blue, but I love red in terms of accessories and things around my home, appliances and such. So I figure let's do red. It's February, it's Valentine's and all of those wonderful things. So I also need to add the things that are automatic and things that I need to do. Again, here is my cart. And this is my household items, and their auto pay. Found me a sticker that says auto pay, so I'm going to add them going forward. My business, personal, and plans. So everything has its own color. That was off-centered. So let me bring that in a little bit. There we go. Much better. There we go. Much better. And this is a learning process, so bear with me and be kind. Again, I also have my ending account balances for when I close out the month of February. I'm just doing this, right? I've been wanting to go on YouTube. I've been wanting, I watch a lot of videos. We all watch a lot of videos. And there's been a desire in me to just share what I do as well. I haven't seen a lot of videos for the Wonderlands 222 in the A5 size specific. I've seen a couple, and people use it for different things. So why not share what I am using it for, right? That's the beauty of it. February, I have been using, need to update this week. I have it all written. So the beauty of having my everyday carry is I do list everything that I'm doing, so that if I don't have the time when I get home from my full-time job and my other business and I'm too tired, I can sit down on a Sunday and fill out all of this information. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. The goal, eventually, once everything gets into a rhythm, is that I am only carrying this with me. Well, I can still carry both because that's also my wallet, but I can immediately transfer everything here. I like to keep track of my meals. These are the things that I'm doing every day. I need to fill out what I've done today. So I want this to be a book where I can look back a year, 5 years, 10 years from now and see what I did in the week. I can see what I did in a month. I can look back at the beginning of each month period and see, okay, what was my overview? What was my focus? How did I end the month? So that's why I've set it up this way. I've already started setting up March. I did 1 quarter at a time. I'm trying to just put down the items that I need. And that will continue for the whole year, right? So then the other thing that I did once I'm done with those sections is this page here, tax documents, what I'm going to need to do my taxes for 2024. So just me listing things that I have to do. I like to track my credit scores. So I've set that up, that one page, and I'm going to list them out in terms of TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. I guess I can do a different color each, right? So this way I don't have to specifically write out TRA, EQU, or EXP. So I'm going to change that. I'll update that and add a color so that when I can just write the numbers and not worry about me identifying again in each month which credit bureau it is. So see, I just thought of something there. This is where I track my monthly payments of my bills. And I have it broken down. I listed everything. A couple things have changed already for the new year, but I pay the same amount every month, and that makes my brain not worry about if I have paid bills or if I have not paid bills. And I just like to write it down, so I am keeping track in one place what the exact amount was. And I have this through December. Same thing on my sinking funds. I have them January through December, including my allowance, grocery, and household items. So I have everything listed, and all I'm going to do is just write down what it is, so that at the end of the year, everything is in one place. So this is a section, specifically this section. I follow my Moxie Dreams, and she uses a 2-spread version of this that she got from someone else. Can't remember the person's name, but I just thought that it was ingenious and a great way of tracking any unplanned spending that I do for the month. I used it last year and I loved it, and I incorporated it with one more change. So instead of it just being true unplanned spending, so the remember I mentioned I have unplanned is orange, personal is pink, and household is red. So this follows that. So personal, household, and this is business, because my fixed expenses are never going to change. So there wouldn't be any unplanned for those areas, but definitely will be in personal and the other areas. So I have to come now because I have those numbers. So I need to sit and write out my numbers for January for all 3 sections and then tag them on the graph. So this way I see what that looks like at the end of the year. It will be nice to see how that flows, right? And the goal is not to have anything up in these numbers, right? the goal is that my unplanned really stays unplanned, because I should be planning for everything, and that's the purpose of my sinking funds as well. The other section is my savings, so I need to update that as well, from my job, personal, my business, and anything miscellaneous. Here is my true weight tracker, and I want to track that by graph. So I have all the months listed, and I would be tracking my weight loss progress. This is a picture that I used last year. I got this from Noelia, my Moxie Dream. She had it, and I just fell in love with it. And I used it in my Wonderland last year as well. And this was just a picture that I found that just really spoke to me. I mean, doesn't she look fierce? And I have incorporated it in my vision board, because she just looks beautiful. She looks fierce and just looks like, there are no words, right? put in a word, right? Put in a word. And then from Sterling Ink, I normally print out the monthly vellum, and I do my daily affirmations and such. So these are just daily pages. And what I wanted to show was that Saturday and Sunday, I've used one page. Even though I do a lot of activity on Saturday and Sunday, I still need just one. So then when we get to the end, and what I have also done, you'll notice that these pages are blue, right? I just took a permanent marker, because I just don't like the white of the paper. So I just made it blue. And I'll probably show next video what it looks like at the end of the year, because I did the same thing for 2024. But I've already put in my information for up through March. That's in. And I believe that's it. I think one more thing. So the pages go through where I'll be able to use, the format that I have all the way through for the end of the year. I do have an espresso. I do have other coffee, but I am looking for a coffee machine that I can use beans and just make an amazing espresso cup of coffee every day. So that's why this page is here. First coffee. And then these are broken down by seasons, quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And anything that's notable, I want to make note in these sections, this as I don't want to say a time capsule, but anything that after the quarter is over and I'm doing a review that's as important to me, I want to note them here. Any kind of spending, my online spending. So I should just really have had one page per quarter, but I'm being realistic, and I have 2 pages because I allowed myself to have extra pages because of the setup that I have. So quarter 1, any kind of spending that I do, this will be quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. See, I just have numbers, but I know what they're for. And then other things that I wanted to look into, so I just kind of make a note of it. And then in the back, I brought this over from my pages for last year because I did not use them, and these 2 pages are from Hobonichi. But I have my book that I needed to read, so I need to change that to 5. And I was horrible with it, so I am going to reuse this because isn't she gorgeous? This is, I think, from my Nubian queen. I can't remember her name, but I bought these stickers over 6 years ago, so I've had them for a while. So I want to utilize these, so I'm just going to take these off. I had put, because they were blank. I read a lot of things on audiobooks, and I do a lot of audiobooks and things like that. But this is supposed to be for physical books that I'm sitting and holding and flipping the pages, right? So not just the audiobooks or the things that are motivational that I listen to on YouTube. These are physical books to read and touch and feel. And I want to do a fasting. I want to start 40 days and then go up to eventually be 100. So that's why that is there. And that is it. This was just the index of how I did the planning. for the pages in the Wonderland to make sure that I maximized everything that was in here based on how I set it up for 2024. I literally sat and said, okay, these are how you use the pages, so how can we encompass it where you're maximizing all the space? And then I ended up with a lot of blank space. So if things come up during the year where I want to do anything extra, I have the space for it. And that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed me sharing my little flip through of how I use this wonderful, wonderful one book, Wonderland 222. And my goal is to share weekly and walk you through my weekly planning. It takes me a little while to go through that, and so I haven't figured out the best way, because that takes a little time. It takes me more than 30 minutes. So I need to figure out the best way to do it so that I can share my setup with you guys. Hope that you enjoyed it. Please hit the like bell. Please subscribe to my channel. I am a very new channel, and I need to even set up my front of my page. All of that is new to me, but I'm excited. Hope you guys are using your planners as well. Not just the way you intended it, but keeping yourself organized, right? And maybe one day I will do a flip through of my wallet. This is the Filofax Croc. I love the footprints of these. I love the feel of these. Have several colors in these, and I just love them. I have several other personal size planners, but the Filofax Croc I just absolutely love. I am going to end here. Have an amazing week. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and thank you for joining and stopping by my channel. Thank you. Have a great day.